Mobile Legends craze has swept the Philippines by storm. But out of this nation of gamers, a courageous few have dared to rise above the rest. Enter the first ever Mobile Legends professional scene, where gamers become pros and the daring becomes legendary.
Smash them!
This is the story of MPL. The first season of the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Philippines was the true start of the Mobile Legends competitive scene in the country. With the help of MET Events, the most established eSports events organizer in the Philippines, the MPS scored the country to find teams willing to compete for the unprecedented prize pool of over 2.5 million pesos. Digital Devils, OBS Gaming, and Aether Main headlined the inaugural MPL PH season. Top players such as Rebo, Yaku, Zapnu, Pakbet, and Jeff Cutie Forever also made a showing in the tournament. Popular community figure Akosidogi also made an appearance, not just as a shoutcaster and a pro scene pundit, but also through the team he helped groom himself. It would be Aether Main that would ultimately claim the grand prize on July 1 at Grand Finals at the SM Mall of Asia Music Hall after a dominant 3-0 sweep over Digital Devils Pro Gaming. The team not only took home more than 1.6 million pesos, but also the title of the first ever MPL National Champions. The explosive Grand Finals was the mark of something new, a new eSports scene. The second season of the MPL started with the news that Bren Esports, the current kings of mobile esports, had acquired Aether Main's roster. This newly branded super team would then go on to become the champions of Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup, the MSC, in 2018. Signal, the television channel, acquired the Digital Devils Pro Gaming roster. Filipino Dota 2 powerhouse Execration took under their banner OBS Gaming's roster. Even Aether, with their players sold to Bren Esports, attempted to rebuild their roster. The second season of the MPL would find Signal Ultra dethroning Bren Esports, creating first true rivalry of the league. As Season 3 of the MPL launches with a fresh new theme for the summer, the professional players in the league would heat things up in their organizations. Execration's Jeff Cutie Forever left his longtime teammate Zapnu to join Archangel. As for the actual Grand Finals, Bren Esports, battered but somehow alive from the lower brackets, would meet Archangel in the Grand Finals.
So para sa mga sumusuporta sa Archangel dyan, mag-ingay!
At para naman sa sumusuporta sa Bren, mag-ingay!
Focusing on to pain, will this be the final divide?
Oh my G, Rebo ang natira dito kumakagat.
There we go!
Siya, si Kapitan ang natira.
A new champion arose. Archangel are the new MPL champions. But the reign of the High Flyers were rather short-lived as the MPL PH Season 4 saw fiercer competition. Geek Fam and Onyx PH, the two teams from the main qualifiers, came in with guns blazing. They replaced the playoff spots usually filled by the champions Signal Ultra and Archangel. Though Geek Fam settled for a respectable 5th to 6th place, their co-rookie almost had a flawless debut. Onyx PH was one game away from hoisting the MPL PH trophy, if not for the iconic a rival play from Sun Sports that snatched the thrilling grand finals off their hands.
Team Audit PH!
Tumayo dito sila Plaza. Ay, mayroon lang pala animation.
Walang videos! Walang videos!
Walang videos! Walang videos! Ay, yes! We have a game on!
Iyanto! Nako! He's
Iyanto!
going for the phantom step!
Let's go for the best! Binibigyan lang niya ako! That's it! You're champion!
Although both of them were still bestowed with the honor of representing the Philippines in the first ever M1 World Championship, their rivalry is only bound to intensify. After 4 exciting seasons of the MPL, the league has still yet to have its first 2-time winner. Those who used to be on top are now gone, and with the chaotic roster shuffle that transpired in between seasons, those who were once friends are now foes. These are signs that the league after 4 seasons is still filled with close games, miraculous upsets, and life-changing plays. Now, with the 5th season of the MPL upon us, who knows who will rise from the rest this time and claim the crown? Regardless of what happens, one thing is certain, that the Mobile Legends scene in the Philippines is alive, and there's no better time than now to start watching it.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Welcome to Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 5, the final day ng ating regular season as we're about to determine the final group standing after these 3 upcoming series na pinapangunahan ng BSB laban sa Geek PH. And as we move forward, atin munang pasasalamatan ng ating mga sponsor. This event is presented to you by and together with PLDT Smart Foundation. In partnership with Smart, we can help our frontliners as we stand together to be real heroes in these challenging times. Support our frontliners through SMS text donate to 3456. Donation is open from April 22 to July 16, 2020. Official sponsor Realme Smartphone. Official gaming headset partner Logitech, and this event is organized by Moonton. And before I introduce you, my amazing co-panelists, that's gonna be Butters and Yasumyao, sa araw na ito, panoorin muna natin ang TikTok entry of one of the casters ng MPL Season 5, Seiya. Let's go!
Battle, come and battle, I'm the real gamer, rebel from Earth to space. We party place to place, I need from Earth to space. Mobile Legends, stop the race. Party on, game on.
Alright, so we're back. So, Yasumyao and Butters, final day ng regular season. How are you feeling? How excited can you be? Let's start with you, Yas!
Well, syempre, final day, huling buga ng mga teams natin na natitira para sa final week ng MPL regular season. So, wala na, feeling ko ito din yung araw na wala nang tago-tago pa kung ano pang tinago nila, lalo na dun sa mga struggling team na gusto pang humabol somehow sa mga rankings sa ating top seed. But, they just have to give it their all.
Their best nga, ika nga. Butters, how are you?
Okay lang naman. Ito, medyo tinitignan ko ano yung mga matchup na mangyayari kasi medyo interesting siya. Although may mga games or sabihin natin dito yung BSB Geek fam, yung next na laban natin, it's going to be very interesting to see kasi medyo sila yung magkapareho ng playstyle.
Somehow dikit. So, ito, ladies and gentlemen, the group standing natin dito. Siguro masasabihin ng iba na hindi na wala na masyadong bearing yung mga ibang games. Specifically sa unang series natin, regardless of the wins nga, is the points doesn't really matter in the dun sa placing nila. But one thing is for sure, that yung experience na makukuha ng BSB dito, that might actually help them to move forward lalo na sa playoffs. Pero there's interesting specifically lalo na sa series number 2 natin. It's because SGD and Execration pwedeng magpalit yan depende sa maging resulta mamaya ng second series natin. What's your take about that, Butters? Do you think Execration could be able to pull off 2-0 para ma-out-rank nila dito ang SGD Omega to the upper bracket?
They're going up against STI, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, there's a big chance na magawa nila to. I mean, with Execration, with their form, I think they can do that. Pero, yun lang talaga eh. Hanggang sa pinakadulo kasi hindi ka pwede bumitaw. Hindi ka pwede maging complacent. Hindi ka pwedeng magpabanjing-banjing lang. Kailangan dalhin mo talaga yung A-game mo. Kasi there are times na kahit makuhaan ka lang ng 1 point dito, it will really change yung landscape ng ating upper bracket, lower bracket. And mind you, ang pinagkaiba ng upper bracket at lower bracket sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam dyan or medyo bago pa lang sa mga ganit tournaments is kapag nasa upper bracket ka, you have 2 lives. Kapag natalo ka sa upper bracket, you go straight to the lower bracket. Kapag nasa lower bracket ka, you are eliminated na straight. So,
once na matalo ka sa series, tama?
Yeah.
Yun. So, like what Butter said nga, upper bracket gives you more chances to be able to reach or mas madali yung path mo papunta sa grand finals. I think you only have to play like 2 before you actually go to the semifinals. Then, what's interesting nga dito, SGD and Execration, upper bracket yung pinaglalabanan nila dito. Yes, STI dito haven't won a single game dito sa Season 5. Pero, like what Butter said, totoo yun. Hindi mo pwedeng maliitin regardless na ito yung pinaka-last dito sa group standing. Now, on to our featured match. Meron ding interesting doon. Yes, cemented naman na dito yung upper bracket from Bren eSports and, the tatlo. Bren, Onyx, and Sunspark. Pero, Onyx and Sunspark, that is gonna be a very statement game para sa isa't isa. And as well, sabi nga kausap natin si Omay Venus kahapon, once na if ever man na 2-0 nila dito ang Sunspark, they will be the one, sila ang makakakuha ng number 1 spot na hindi nila nakuha nung Season 4. What do you think about that, Butters?
There's a big chance na magawa nila yun. Tatandaan natin, ito yung pinaka 50-50 na laban para sa akin. Sunsparks versus Onyx, they know each other really well. It's just a matter of execution and how prepared they are to face against each other. And meron pa pala akong sabihin, Rob, kanina na hindi ko nadagdag. Historically speaking, meron na tayo nangyaring ganito. Yung na-deny ng entry dahil natalo sila ng pinaka-bottom slot sa MPL. I remember Finesse Phoenix defeating either Atlas nung Season 3 kahit 1 game lang. And that really just stopped them from going into the playoffs. So, there is a big chance na maulit din yun kung syempre sabihin natin kung magiging complacent ka na lang, di ba?
So, totoo yun. Pero siguro mamaya na natin pag-usapan mga kaibigan kung ano pa yung mangyayari doon sa second and syempre yung ating featured match for the day. Siguro balikan natin dito Geek Fan PH versus BSB. Somehow it matters most dito sa BSB. Pero let's talk about Geek Fan PH. Yasu, what do you think gonna be the composure dito ng Geek Fan going into this game?
Well, looking yung match nila against Blacklist from last week, I guess kung ganun ulit yung match nila, gaya ng ginawa nila ng first game against Blacklist kasi medyo solid man yung ginawa nila doon for Geek Fan PH. Kung ganun yung gagawin nila against BSB, they can definitely win against BSB. But gaya nga ng sabi mo kanina, no matter what, win or lose, wala nang bearing, kumbaga. Pero wala namang masama kung gagawin mo kung ano yung best mo pa din, kung tatalunin mo sila or magpapatalo ka pa rin. Kasi it's a matter of papatunayan mo yung sarili mo na I'm still worth it na makatungtong or makasali dito sa MPL Season 5.
Yes, most likely. This is still the MPL. Walang bigayan ng laro dito, ladies and gentlemen. Pero let's go ahead and talk naman dito. The next team, gonna be BSB. This is the one that's interesting. Kasi somehow, on the first 2 weeks dito ng MPL Season 5, they come strong as well. Lalo na galing isa to sa mga teams na galing qualifiers kasama ng U level. But somehow, nung after ng long hiatus natin sa MPL Season 5, medyo hindi naging maganda yung resulta ng mga nagiging games dito ng BSB. What do you think happened into this team, Butters?
It was more on the meta lang din talaga. Kasi kilala natin Shida Cutie, magaling talaga mag-mage din. And we all know that mage talaga yung mga pinapatakbo niyang heroes dito. So, it really stopped them from, being the aggressive team that they are. Although I'm not saying naman na naging mahina sila after that. I'm just saying na meron lang mga teams na nakapag-adapt ng mas mabilis. So, BSB dito, kinda got lost in translation, but still, alam mo yon, itong team na to, you have to look out for them. Kasi, sila Jerax, no, yun din yung mga trip nilang galawan, yung mga inaalagaan si Jerax, no. Tapos si Shadow Cutie gumagawa ng space. So, you really have to look out for this team na hindi mo sila pwede baliwalain. Especially to si Wilson, and alam naman natin si Wilson, nakita na natin to, yung hero pool nito, mataas-taas din.
Malawak, yes.
Malawak. You really have to look out for this. Hindi pwedeng basta-bastang tingin lang dito. And kung iisipin mo nga, mas may experience dito yung Geek Fam, di ba?
Yeah,
But, BSB dito, I don't think they will be faced by that experience and papakitaan nila na they can end this regular season strong.
Yes, most likely. So, somehow, actually, hindi ko alam kung napag-usapan na natin. Parang kanina, sabi mo, Geek Fam and BSB, somehow, both of these teams have almost the same play style. So, lalo pa ngayon, yung meta natin is parang, it boils down to the funneling strategy. May mga like, nagkakaroon ng mga 1-2-2, pero at the end of the day, it's still gonna be a funnel dahil that's 4 mask papunta, tapos yung lahat ng resources going to a specific carry, or it's either a Ling or a marksman. Parang halos lahat ganon yung nangyayari. Bihira tayo makakita na siguro ang pinaka nabago lang doon yung kahapon na match from Onyx PH, yung medyo kakaibang tatlong execute with 2 assassin. Medyo somehow unorthodox yung lineup, pero kung i-boil down mo sa lahat, like average natin lahat ng mga klase ng playstyle, the funneling strategy is the number 1 strategy na ginagawa ng any teams dito. Yasumiao, I would really like to listen, kasi I'm pretty sure isa ka sa mga sa mga funnel, like madalas ka gumagamit ng Kimi. I'm pretty sure about that. What do you think dito sa meta natin dito sa MPL Season 5? I mean,
well,
in general.
It comes down pa din kung sino may pinakababilis na makakuha ng farm in the early game, and as well as kung sino makasecure ng kanilang buffs. Kasi doon talaga doon talaga bumabagsak lahat sa mga buffs sa early game. Kapag nag-invade ka ng kalaban, kailangan nyo ma-secure yung buff, or else baka pagka nakuha nila yung buff nila, nagsayang ka lang ng oras, madedelay ka sa pagkuha ng buff mo. And what's worse, baka makuha din nila yung buff mo. So, parang paunahan, karera in the early game, and karera sa mga marksman na pinapanel nila.
Yes, but
I actually have something to say about that. Kasi may mga nagsasabi dito. Well, si Dog, nakita ko yung ginagawa niyang anti-funneling strategy, which is you go for the invade. I would say that it really works if executed properly. Pero pagka hindi mo na-execute properly yung anti-funnel strategy na yon, it will cost you the game. Why? I have to put out 2 points dito kung bakit sobrang risky niya. Number 1, ikaw yung sumusugod papunta sa kalaban. And para sumugod ka sa kalaban, what do you need? You have 2 points na naman doon. Sa bullet na naman yon. You have to have the better early game, and you have to have the better draft. Paano mo masasabi na better draft ka? Maganda dapat yung early game mo, tapos dapat yung heroes ng kabila, hindi sila makakasabay doon, or talagang lamang na lamang kayo. Yung pangalawa naman na point na yon, alis na tayo na sa bullets, balik na tayo dun sa pangalawang point is, remember, kapag ka sila yung nagkamali, they can always go back dun sa mga turrets nila. Because they have that advantage. Number 1 thing dapat mo alalahanin dito, if you invade, you're not on your side of the map. And the moment na umalis ka, the moment na tumakbo ka dun palayo, that means karambola na yon. Matira matibay, maiwan taya. Yun na talaga yung nangyayari.
Yes. Well, I totally agree with dun sa I mean, it's like a double-edged sword nga in terms of dun sa anti-funneling strategy. Yes, you could be able to counter it, pero mas malaki yung risk mo pagka hindi siya hindi siya naging successful. I think that's what you're trying to say. Go ahead.
It's actually not para sa akin kapag tinitignan ko siya, it's actually not 50-50 in a way din.
So it's much lower.
It's probably 40-60. Just because of the fact na may turret sila, and you're put in a bad spot kapag nagkamali kayo bigla.
Totoo. May mga teams like on the top, I'm not so sure kung sino yung eksaktong mga team. Somehow like Brent, may mga like the funneling strategy na ginagawa. Somehow, pagka parehas kayo ng strategy, parang nag-iikotan lang kayo sa mapa. You just get your resources first up until the mid game. Isa siguro sa mga pinakamagandang games na masasabi natin in the funnel strategy, naging game ng Bren as well with Blacklist International. The 7-0 na nabaliktad ng Bren up until the late game. The 1-1 game, di ba? Parang I think they have almost the same strategy nung early to mid game. Medyo ang ganda nung early nga, to be honest, doon ng Blacklist International, and like Lasty said, pang late game yung draft nila, so somehow hindi din sila makasabay sa early game. And yeah, from there, the funneling strategy still works even though na behind doon yung Bren Esports. Yes.
Yes, kasi early naman talaga kung iisipin natin, lamang yung carry with the true damage. Kumpara sa 1-1 na just like Claude, wala pa siyang damage in the early. Oo, nandun yung mobility niya. And kapag ka may carry kayo, yun talaga yung pinoprotektahan ng Blacklist yesterday. And for 1-1, hindi din naman talaga siya yung tipo ng marksman na kaya din makipagbrasuhan, makipagsabayan, lalo na kung ang mga katapat mo, 5 din. And pinoprotektahan din yung carry nila. So doon lang talaga, na-disposition lang talaga yung Blacklist International midway, and tumatak na din yung oras kung saan naka-farm na rin dito si 1-1, which is hindi naman na-contest. Kumbaga yung mga farming, and consistent pa rin naman yung mga farming ni 1-1. Kaya bawing-bawi pa rin si Bren, even though medyo lugi sila talaga on the early game with just one clash.
Yes, Butters, I think you want to say something.
Pero yun nga, ever since na nangyari yun, nagkaroon na ng evolution. And that's all thanks to Doggy din. Kung paano nagkaroon ng evolution yung mga buffs na yun.
But to be honest, sobrang innovative ni Doggy in terms of mga kumbaga, I mean, somehow, Doggy was not part ng MPL natin ngayon, pero the way,
still affects.
Ramdam mo yung influence niya in such a way na pati yung mga rotations, influence at aside, lahat kompleto nararamdaman mo dito. Go ahead, Bats.
So, nagkaroon na ng onting evolution, sabihin na natin. Well, actually, it's a major evolution ng pag-invade or counter-funneling. It's knowing what buff are they going for. Sabihin natin, may difference na kinukuha ng buff si Bruno at si Claude. May inuuna si Bruno at may inuuna din si Claude. Sometimes Brunos tend to, lean towards the orange buff.
Okay.
And the Claude tends to get the violet buff. Kasi nga, mas kailangan niya yun for his kit para hindi mag-drop yung kanyang stacks. So, you have to pinpoint that. And one of the things na kailangan mo gawin dito is you have to know when to strike. Kasi may mga times kapag hindi blue yung ini-invade, ang ginagawa nila, kinukuha agad nila yung red.
Yes.
So, kinukuha nila yung orange. Orange pala. Kinukuha nila yung orange.
Red ba? Orange. That's orange.
Well,
to be honest,
eto,
red and blue lang lagi ko sinasabi. Just keep it simple. Red, blue.
According sa game
kasi. According sa game to.
Orange and
purple.
It's orange and
purple. Okay.
Well, colorblind ako, so I don't know the difference between violet and purple. Pero okay, orange and purple buff, yun po talaga yung tawag sa kanya. It's okay din naman if you want to go for red or blue just to make it simple, pero the correct term for it or the correct way to describe it is orange and purple. Yes. And that's how you do it. So, stick kami doon kung gusto nyo mag-red and blue. It's fine lang din.
Yeah, so you really learn something new every day. Pero going back, anyway, mga kaibigan, we're just waiting for the draft dito ng unang series natin. That's gonna be BSB and Geek fam. So, while we're waiting for the draft, pag-uusapan na rin siguro namin kung ano yung mga let's go move forward. Lalo, ang pinaka-interesting talaga is yung susunod na series eh. I mean, I'm not putting aside the unang series, pero yung pangalawa kasi, nagulat ako doon kaya. Kala ko mag-vlog.
Transition lang yun.
Balik natin yung appear. Appearan mo. Yeah.
Okay, nagulat ako. Kala ko may transition siya.
Abutin ko na sana. Kala ko nakikipag-appear.
So anyway, going tayo sa second seed, Execration and STI. Somehow, Execration need to pull off a 2-0 dito. Kung titignan natin, on paper, napakalaki ng probability na manalo dito na Execration. Even close it to a 2-0. Pero why? Kasi once na magawa yung Execration, they could be able to pull down SGD Omega on the upper bracket, which is mapapabilang ang execration sa mga cemented na to na Bren, Onyx, Sunspike. Isa na lang ang kulang sa ating upper bracket. Now, what do you think are the chances dito ng pero mamaya na natin yan dahil kakasabi lang ng ating prod. The draft is ready para dito sa pinakaunang series ng huling araw ng regular season. BSB laban sa Geek Fam drafting phase. Let's go.
And it is the draft, mga kaibigan. BSB versus Geek Fam PH. This is going to be very interesting. This is a best of 3 as most of our games dito. And it will be a best of 3 hanggang pinakadulong series natin ngayong araw. This is the last day. BSB dito banning out that Uranus. Geek Fam PH, what will they answer with? Alam mo, Geek Fam PH dito medyo mahilig mag-Selena eh. Do you think that they would go for a Selena dito sa game na to?
Ako, I would totally agree na magsisilina. I mean, yung Selena para sa Geek Fam, somehow parang yun yung parang core nila na hero. Somehow, BSB din ganon in terms of kay Shider. Pero if ever man mas may ma-open, I think Geek Fam will be the one to capitalize it. What do you think, Yash? Sa mga nagiging bans natin dito?
Well, dalawa lang naman yan eh. If hindi sila magsilina kung makalabas man dito yung Natalia kasi both heroes, I believe ginamit nila din na pang vision. And as well as kapag ka nahuli mo sa mapa, nakita mo na mag-isa lang, information yon para sa inyo to go for the kill. Pero it's still unclear kung sino ba talaga ibaban dito ng Geek Fam. They banned out the Kaje. So, they might be protecting, they might pick someone coming from Geek Fam na pwede nilang i-protect. And what's more, binan pa nila dito yung Link. So, it must be a hero na dapat talagang i-protect na no matter what, we can have this hero na makuble.
Alright, so looks like dito Butters, medyo inunahan nila. It's probably a deny pick or I'm pretty sure isa rin kasi to sa mga hero talaga dito ni Shider. Somehow, Geek Fam, medyo napapansin natin, medyo nababago yung mga terms ng mga hero nila. Like Exort, sanay tayo nakikita siya on the mage role, bigla siyang naging Cho yata sa mga previous game nila. But, looks like they're going for the... what do you think sa sa meta ng Popol and Kupa? We do have here like a 30% win rate para sa hero na to. Pero somehow, napapasok, ginagamit pa rin siya ng mga teams natin dito from the MPL. What do you think, Bots?
It's a really strong hero, and kung isipin mo, it adds one more body to your team. Yun kasi yung safety na nabibigay niya eh. Kumbaga pwede rin siya maging off lane, pwede siya maging support, and as we all know, si Kupado meron din siyang sarili niyang kit para mang stun and everything else. But the thing is, hindi kasi mapanindigan.
Yes,
yes. Usok kasi ngayon masyado yung AOE. Ngayon, kung vision ang laban mo, okay lang din. Pero if you would go for vision, parang Selena, yung mas nananaig dito. Kasi, kailangan mo palagi ng onting gamit yung Popol and Kupa eh. Well, si Selena, para makatama ka na ng pana, okay na eh.
Yes, definitely. And some dito, kung mapapansin natin, Natalia has been open on this draft para sa BSB. And I don't think would you think magbabalir pa ba dito ang BSB since the Hylos will be positive dito sa Geek Fam PH? Yasu, what's your take dito so far dito sa draft? Looking strong for me personally, I really like the first 3 picks dito ng BSB.
Yeah, looking strong kasi ito yung may nakatago sa kanila. That's maximizing the vision na makikita mo sa mapa. You have the Selena, you have the Natalia. Kung magbalir pa sila dito, pang shove na lang or Hylos na pumupronta and pang burn na lang sa harap neto ni Hylos. Now, Geek Fam, pwede din naman sila yung mag-take neto. But knowing Geek Fam, takot din sila, I guess, dun sa carry na pwede ding mag-burst agad either dun sa aso ni Popol or dun sa frontliner nila, and pwedeng mabasag sila kasi pinag-usapan natin kahapon, Bruno hindi din naman siya yung may pinaka mataas na mobility na marksman, and ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung isang hero na gusto protektahan sa drop, sa bans pa lang coming from Geek Fam.
Would you think ba dito, just a follow-up question, tingin mo ba dito yung Popol and Kupa gonna be one of their off-laners or side lanes dito sa side ng game? And since ang bilis na naging pick ng BSB, what do you think dito sa draft natin and your prediction as well?
Well, yung answering yung first question mo about Popol and Kupa, I guess not be side lanes etong si Popol and Kupa. Kasi if they're going to pick Esmeralda, mataas yung chance na ang kabagsakan ni Cho dito is rotating together with Hylos and etong si Bruno. Pwede siya maging support, pero we'll see on the last pick ng Geek Fam. Pero seeing that Kimi on the side of BSB, I guess I'll go for BSB. Kasi kapag may Kimi ka, oo, masakit sa ulo yung aso ni Popol.
Yes.
Pero with the right angle, hindi mo kailangang problemahin yung aso ni Popol eh. Abot mo pa rin si Popol, and kung tiwala ka sa energy transformation mo, kaya mo burst down si Popol. Popol is not a tanky hero. Kaya kung maaabot mo siya in a certain angle, nang hindi mo tinataan yung aso, kaya mo pabagsakin ng isang Popol.
Totoo. I mean, Popol, you would always think it's utility type of hero with the trap, yung mga mechanic nito. Pero that's gonna be a BSB para kay Yasumiao. Ano kaya ang tingin dito? Butters, what do you think dito sa unang draft?
I like the Selena pick coming up from BSB. I think it's the more superior map control na meron dito, yung BSB. So I would have to go with Selena and the side of BSB din. Gusto ko mag-side sana sa Geek Fam just because Jeyo is may change silang ginawa dito at the end of the regular season, but BSB
for the draft. So, looks like a unanimous prediction dito ng ating panelist desk. Pero, of course, what is a good way to end the regular season with a bang kung hindi natin mapapakinggan ang napaka-eksplosibong casting ng Manjin Buu? Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Ay, dito pala ako harap. Dito ako harap yan. Para usap tayo.
Magandang araw sa lahat ng mga kasama natin sa Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I am Shibu with the one for an eye.
At ako naman po si Manjin.
At kami
ang Manjin Buu Tandem. What's good?
Online.
Question, buhay ka pa ba? Buhay ka pa ba?
Okay naman, pre. Okay naman. Lahat ng ayuda dito, avail all.
Di ano na, ang ganang setup natin parang gana yung nasa likod mo
Ayo,
Nakita yan
shoutouts yan, tol.
Parang iba yan ayun, syempre it's day something ng ating enhanced community quarantine. I hope na safe kayong lahat sa mga bahay ninyo. eSports na lang daw ang natitirang sport. Nung mga nakaraang araw at tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo sa gera. Ito na, final day of the MPL. Nako!
Mga ano to, tol?
Ano?
Pampainit na laban to
Pampainit.
na laban. BSB, Geek Fam. Kasi talaga hindi pwede kasing rakrakan lahat ng laban natin Parang
Hindi
mamaya
pwede.
Mamaya kasi may pang-game may pang-game
Oo,
Pero ito
tama.
muna, BSB versus Geek Fam, no? Yan. Ano tayo?
Nag-agree ako sa iyo, question, no? Kasi kung ikaw ay tagapanood, tagapagsubaybay ng MPL, meron tayong sad story ngayon, 'di ba? Na kung ikaw ay fan ng Geek Fam at syempre ng Team STI, unfortunately hindi na sila aabot kahit anong mangyari, 'di ba? Kahit manalo pa sila ng 3 beses ngayong araw.
Nakaset na.
Oo, nakaset na. Ang pinaglalabanan na lang natin ngayon, kung kita nyo yung standings kanina, ay kung papasok ba ang execration sa top 4. Sa top 4. Dahil SGD ang inahabol nila. Tapos, kung mamaya, yung rematch, kung sino ba ang magiging number 1. Yun ang yun ang maglaban mamaya. Oo.
Tolo, ano yun? Pang-ubusan ng minions.
Ubus talaga
Dito na tayo mga tol sa ating Celestial Palace. Unang laban ng unang series para sa huling araw ng MPL Season 5 regular season. Alam niyo naman, ibig sabihin nun kung matatapos ng regular season, konting kembot, playoffs agad tayo, di ba?
Isang linggo lang. Oo. Ilang pahinga lang
BSB versus Geek Fam, tol. Ano nostra mo dito? Unang silip mo sa...
Ben, alam mo kasi sa mga ganitong game, kaya gusto ko i-custom gusto ko panoorin, gusto ko subaybayan yung mga ganitong game. Kasi favorite ko, nothing to win, nothing to lose mentality. Ganito hindi ka na pressure.
Zero pressure, alam mo yun? For fun games, alam mo yun? Fun games.
Fun games ka, so... Oo.
Kumbaga, primera yung pagiging gamer mo. Alam mo yung mga good old days, yung tamang yayaan lang, di ba? Wala pang rank pressure, ganun. Pero dito na, pressure establishment members ng mga taga-BSB. Una kaagad na nakuha ng crowd control yata dito ay si paring Jeyo. Pero syempre, makunat si Jeyo. Back dito ang CKTD natin. Habang sa may pinakababa naman siya, their cutie dancing around with me. Still no first blood and casualty para dito sa laro.
Medyo ano nga, no? Medyo no chill nga yung BSB dito. Pare Shinbu kumbaga Geek Fam tamang lang. Yung lineup dito ng BSB, favorite mo pare, Selena G, Selena
Ayo, pre.
G, tapos may kasama ka pang Natalia and Grak, automatic invade jungle talaga to. Especially na si Curtizy ay merong Veterans Hunter na merong Retribution. Mahihirapan siya dito makakuha ng jungle, lalo na tatlo yung threat pare. So,
Yeah.
delikado to kasi I think yung BSB, yes, kahit anong mangyari dito, nasa same spot pa rin sila. Pero I think statement game para sa kanila to. Para
Tol.
ang pa-warm up nila to for the upcoming playoffs. Kailangan din nila manalo. Oo.
Wait, actually sa comp naman solid nga eh. Kasi ako talaga, pag meron ako nakitang team na ang focus vision, ibig sabihin yan di yan nag-BP-road, di ba? Talagang ano yan. They have a battle plan on that part. Yeah, there's a lot of vision for that. Pero ang problem dito is baka yung late game scaling lang, no? Lalo na kung hindi ma-shutdown yung mga papronta ng Geek Fam. Kasi yung Natalia will be strafing on the backline. Tapos, ganun din naman yung Selena dito kapag may na-arrow. Very interesting yung pag-abante doon ni May. I think okay na sana nakaka--1 siya ng isa doon tapos mama-out na. Pero talagang gusto niya lang madepensahan kasi yung Torres. So, 2-1 tayo sitwasyon after the kill on that May. 1-for-1 na on that bot.
Gandang actually hindi magandang trade yun from Geek Fam kasi namatayan sila ng side laner tapos nawalan pa sila ng bottom lane. So meaning nito, easy set up for another turtle lang side ng BSB tapos may serpent take pa sila. Kaya
Oo nga eh, no? Pinag-aaway si Arbok, mga tol, tapos may kasama pang Wolf doon. Tingnan natin, takbo ngayon mga membro ng Geek and Fam. Habol dito, mga pabala dyan. Parang Jerax, no, triple kill na ang nakuha ng Kimi natin ditong nang mamama ngayon against the red side team.
Mama na si Kimi dito, parang kagawad lang dito sa barangay, parang kagawad lang sa mga barangay dito.
Tanod na naninita eh, no?
Oh, by the way guys, paalala lang, respetuhin natin ng mga tanod, sumusunod lang din sila sa mga batas. Tamang lang kayo, tamang chillax lang kayo.
Shoutout sa mga idol donuts natin dyan.
Oo, sa mga Yagnarat donut.
May mga ano tayo dyan eh, may mga tropang donuts tayo dyan, nag-ML din eh.
Ay, oo.
Walang pasaway. Ano eh, actually, Gucci map sila ngayong ECQ kasi daw sabi nila eh, may nagkwento sa akin eh. Sa totoo lang daw ngayong ECQ, mas okay daw talaga, okay sila kasi wala talagang masyadong pasaway. Tapos madali lang naman, parang gets naman nila kaagad na pag may nakita silang tao sa labas, papupunta lang naman grocery, tapos madali lang naman makausap daw karamihan. Siyempre kasi ang nababalita nga, yung mga pasaway din ito pa.
Oo, totoo. Kaya guys, kahit na naka-general pa rin tayo huwag pa rin pasaway dahil mapasaway.
Ay! Nako tol. Chinalmot tol. Chinalmot dito ha. Chalmot. Offlane versus offlane pero I doubt merong mamamatay doon. I think mag-check doon ang ating Tamus kasi syempre binakapan na doon si paring May, Shider Cutie ka pala. At patapos na ginawang super kill, secured din ng ating Curl Z on Bruno.
Pero si Jiraxno dito, ito yung parang ML na galaw eh. Medyo maganda yung bigay kay Jiraxno. Kapag ganito, kapag Kimi ka, tapos ganyan na 4 minutes in, 5-0 to ka. Ano yan eh, pwedeng end the game na kagad yan eh. Usually 3 minutes, Kimi, may damage ka na kagad kapag nakadalawang dalawang buff ka, the purple and the orange buff eh. Kumbaga sa totoong
alam mo yan.
Alam ko yan eh, syempre eh. Matik naman eh. Ipakita nyo naman yung stream ng Zen eSports eh.
Walang makalapit eh, no? Walang makalapit, tol.
Feeling ko na noong BSB eh.
Nung BSB sa stream
Kasi
natin.
ikaw si Selena noon, tapos ako si Kimi.
Yung ganyang composition eh. Pamilyar eh, no, tol?
Oo, parang familiar yung galaw.
Pag inaro, no, iraraket mo lang, bongoy.
Oo nga eh. Isa long range.
Hindi matatawaran sa mga audience natin ngayon ang kalamangan ngayon ng BSB against Geek Fam PH. For the most part, they've been pushing through dito sa may jungle side ng Geek Fam PH here onto the fiend side. Habang karami ng Geek Fam PH is forced to react. Ang problema dito, if you're forced to react, ayun, clear target. Yan ang isang araw pero hindi nag-commit si paring Wilson dito. Rather, he will be backing up. Bull pa rin yung fiend. Gayon palang matitake. Arrow once more para kay Popol. Let's hear. Sumugod ngayon yung ating Crackman Jin.
Masyadong masikip yung
Mama out.
Social distancing. Easy lang. Ayan.
Mama out muna.
Mama out. Medyo delikado actually for the side of BSB kung nag-engage yung side ng Geek Fam doon. But I think cooldown yung karamihan ng spells. Ayun, cooldown nga yung Falling Star Moon ni Esmeralda doon. Kaya hindi na lang sila nag-go. Lipat sila dito sa baba. At
Pinadala, no?
Dito, ladies and gentlemen, si Jeyo. This is BSB. Putting on a show. Parang Shinbu.
Yapi. Na maalam na nga si Popolgas dito, and of course tinunaw na rin ang buhay ni Q pa ni Q pa na maalam si Q pa si Popolgas na maalam doon. Let's see here sa may top lane, sa may upper side ng ating camera, gonna be the Bruno na hindi na pinayagan pang makalapit dito sa pagbante ng mga bro ng BSB. May is nowhere to be found. Trying to do something here on the top lane side, pero clear na clear yung establishment, yung pagka-establish ng lamang dito ng BSB against Geek Fam.
Sobrang gandang pampainit to para sa BSB, pare, backstreets back. Hindi talaga nila binigyan ng hindi talaga nila binigyan si Kuya Borno ng jungle. Nahirapan siya dito. The fact na naka-execute pa si paring Trevor tapos naka-high and dry, kahit siya lang mag-isa at level 3 or probably at level 4, pwedeng niyang i-solo kill yun. Lalo na't Bruno ka, 'di ba? Kailangan may kasama ka talaga. Yung Bruno kasi hindi naghahanap ng fight yan eh. Yung fight yung pumupunta sa kanya. Pero dapat pag pumunta yung fight sa kanya, malakas siya. Kung hindi, ayun, sabog ng mukha.
Oo, si Tol yan, si Bornu, sabi nga ni Labaters kanina, immobile yan na hero, no? Hard-hitting na immobile. So, there's really no need to chase targets on Bornu. Kung sino lang nasa harap niya, it's actually one good rule din pagdating sa mga marksman. Although there are a lot of marksman nowadays na capable of getting and tagging the backline, no? Isa sa mga mainit na marksman ngayon sa running meta, Tol, si 1-1, ha?
Si 1-1, oo.
No, grabe.
Kahapon, ginamit ni Kuya Kazi. Medyo first time natin nakita actually, or second time I think ditong MPL. So right now, Geek Fam with this type of lineup, they really want that late game, especially na meron silang disengage mechanic coming in from Jeyo. The problem here, bitin damage abot nila, pare, kinuha na ni Kimi lahat. Kumbaga si Jerax, no, ito yung tropa mong nabigyan ng tatlong ayuda.
Tapos ikaw isa pa lang.
Isa pa lang.
Tapos haba na pa ng pinila mo.
Oo.
Tapos yung ayuda niya, may pastang kasama, may maling yan. Yung sa'yo, young town, gano'n. Oy, Gera dito sa gitna, pare to. Low CKTD is gonna be bringing in the godlike para dito sa ating Kimi. Kagat na nga si Q pa sa harap. Tapos naman, nandito sa likod sila X-Circle Z at saka sila J.O. Hindi na balik ngayon dahil mamamaalam dito kaagad ang ating inhibitor turret in the mid.
Feeling ko tapos namin. Biruin mo sa BSB. Si Jax, no, binigyan siya yung kape niya 3-in-1. Yung binigay dito kay Kuya Cartezi, ano lang, copy on stick lang, itigdo-dos. 15, pero yung budget 10 piso. Wala yun, ganun perfect metaphor, nahirapan. Kapangyarihan, ang Geek Fam.
Sana may gumawa ng survey no, saang lugar ang may pinakamagandang ayuda, no?
Ay, oo.
Ayuda boxing.
Shoutout sa Barangay 122 Silva Street. Salamat sa paliwanda, ha?
Ay, nakakalam si Borno dito. Awit na eh. Cut na ng todo ngayon mga bro ng BSB. May minions pa naman para mag-push sila, pero hindi pinapansin ng BSB. Todo taga sa mga membro dito ng Geek Fam na wala. And that should be it. The base. This game 1, ladies and gentlemen, will go to Team BSB.
Tamang init ang BSB dito, getting probably an easy game kasi medyo undoubtedly hindi naman, let's be honest, medyo nahirapan ng sobra ang Geek Fam makabangon sa ganong sitwasyon. Minute 1 pa lang, generan na agad.
It is within our expectations din naman. Again, Geek Fam is characterized as a team who's trying to really find their groove. Yun yung storyline nila buong MPL Season 5 din, diba? Regular season. Pero alam mo yun, I still believe in the fun of seeing parang no win, no risk na mga games. So siguro game 2. Niwala tayo sa Geek Fam by game 2.
Game 2, ito na yan, guys. Ako sa mga ganitong sitwasyon, todo kampi na ako sa mga underdog sa mga nating to lose, nating to win team Parang show match na lang ang dating, no? Kung iisipin mo. Alright? Guys, again, nagpapainit lang tayo ngayon. Malapit na ng prime time. Kumbaga, syempre pag nag-exercise ka, di ba? Kailangan mo muna mag-warm up.
Exercise ka, dumiretso ka kaagad doon sa di ba? Nagbuhat ka kaagad. Hindi walang stretching, tol.
Totoo. Alright. So, ipasa na natin sa ating mga shoutcaster. Rob Luna, kunin nyo na.
Maraming salamat, Manjin Bu, and what a spectacular performance ng BSB. Well, in-expect naman natin, pero hindi ko in-expect personally na ganon kabilis, ganon kadali. Yasumya, what actually happened doon sa game number 1?
Well, it's a typical rotation with the Kimi. Kailangan yung manguna agad or kailangan yung unahan agad dun sa purple buff yung lineup dito ng against Geek Fam. And andun yung Kimi na makas early game with energy transformation. Kaya dito sa umpisa ng game natin ng highlight, triple kill agad yung binigay kay Kimi. And napakasarap nun para sa Geek Fam kasi naka-veterans hunter yung Bruno nila. So, pagka nag-gap ka agad, for me kasi, kapag ka namatay ka ng isang beses na isa kang marksman, and naka-veteran hunter ka, gap ka agad nun eh. Ang laking gap nun eh. Ang dami mo mawawalang farms, ang dami mo mawawala na supposed to be makukuha mo sa jungle mo. So, it's a big gap na nangyari and hindi na nabawi yon ng side ng Geek Fam.
Yes, definitely. Pero siguro I would like to ask dito, Butters. Anyway, this is the smart game highlights ng game number 1 in between BSB laban sa Geek Fan PH. Now, pinag-uusapan natin kanina, no, Butters, na somehow, Shider QT dito, like the mage, the one, the enabler dito ng BSB. Expect mo ba na magtatamos dito si Shider QT?
Yeah, I mean, meron din naman silang track record of, having, what do you call this? Having the certain setup din para kay Shider QT na pwede din siyang gumamit ng mga Chu, pwede din siyang gumamit ng mga ganitong mga fighter. Pero this is the first time na nakita ko siyang gumamit ng Tams. This is a very unusual setup for them. And sa totoo lang BSB dito, they're really looking to win this. Kapag gumagawa ka ng mga ganyan kalalaking setup, ganyan kalalaking changes sa lineup mo, it really shows kung ano yung kaya mong abutin para sa pangarap mo.
Well said yun pero somehow dito, I think in-expect mo naman to, gonna be the smart game MVP, that's gonna be Jerax no. Somehow, ang ganda nung pinakita niya rito and I think this is one of the teams na nakita natin na yung galing qualifiers, this is how yung init na ng team na to mukhang nagbabalik specifically in this game. Hopefully na magtuloy-tuloy pero syempre, wag natin i-left out muna Geek Fan PH. Yeah, Sumya, what do you think gonna best set of na pwedeng gawin dito ng Geek Fan PH? Somehow medyo ni-roll over sila ng BSB. Paano ang magandang comeback dito for them?
Mahirap sabihin din yan, Kuya Rob, kasi even though ganun yung nilaban nila against Blacklist, almost the same line, hindi naman almost the same line, pero almost ganon yung nasa isip nila, gaya nung ginawa nila sa Blacklist na nanalo sila ng 1 game against them, pero hindi nag-work out kasi mas mabilis gumalaw dito yung BSB. And I think they just to secure kung ano yung mga important hero. And I think they're still staying dun sa comfort heroes nila, but they just have to step up their game and the rotation as well. Kung hindi man nila manakaw yung buff ng kalaban, at least sustain yung mga buff nila, sustain the farm doon sa might be mag-veterans hunter ulit kung magma-marksman sila ulit dito with the Bruno kasi ang risky talaga nung veterans hunter sa Bruno. Marami silang panghuli dito sa side ng BSB.
I think Waters want to say something.
Gusto ko lang po bigyan ng welcome back si Shinbu. 6 na linggo po siyang naipit sa supermarket. Yan lang po siya nakabalik.
Well, for sure, best na best din siya. Even kung nagbabasa talaga tayo sa ang daming nakakamiss talaga, specifically with casting dito ni Shinbu. And somehow, ito isa sa pinakamagandang comeback dito. And kasama niya pa yung pinaka-explosive tandem niya with Manjin. Pero, ang pinakamagandang comeback dito is papupusuan mo rin ba? Like Manjin, sabi ni Manjin, gusto niya yung mga story of the underdogs dito. Somehow dito, Geek Fan PH, ikaw Butters, if you're on their side, what will you do sa mga ganitong panahon? Kung ikaw yun nandun sa kanila ngayon, you're one of the players.
Parang, alam mo yun, it's
siguro pinakamaganda, ikaw yung parang pinaka nila, manager.
Coach.
Paano mo i-coach mo sila ngayon sa mga ganitong panahon?
Sabihin ko na lang, enjoyin mo na lang.
Enjoyin
na lang. Because the thing about it is, kung hanggang ngayon, trabaho pa rin to para sa inyo, parang, parang, alam mo yun, tagilid na. I don't know how to explain it.
Yes.
It feels bad din naman na ganito yung nangyari sa kanila, being one of the top teams ng MPL S4, then just falling down to the, alam mo yun, to the 9 to 10 spot nga yung season 5. I don't know how to, alam mo yun, parang bigyan sila ng onting kumpiyansa. Pero masabi ko lang dyan, enjoyin na lang nila. Kasi literal, ako na lang nagsabi, hindi na maganda sa pakiramdam to eh. So,
Oo.
palambutin nyo na or pagaanin nyo na lang yung pakiramdam.
Yes, most likely. Well, siguro maganda is gonna be a graceful exit nga talaga dito. Pero saka na natin pag-usapan yan dahil may chance pa rito ma-force ang game number 3 ng Geek Fan PH dahil ready na ang ating drafting phase. Let's go!
Right now, Geek Fam PH versus BSB Uranus. Ang binan dito ng Geek Fam PH, BSB will ban out the Claude. These are very, very meta bans for both teams na lang. And yeah, right now, Selena ba ulit yung pinaka-rating, sabihin natin yung pinaka-contested hero talaga dito sa series na to?
I think it might be it. Kasi somehow din no, na nagulat din ako, pati even Natalia, medyo nakalusot doon sa drafting kanina. And somehow yung vision ng BSB is superb. Tapos yung Kimi, alam mo yun, tuloy-tuloy lang yung naging farm ni Jaraxlu without even worrying na pwede siyang mabackstab anytime, any day dahil nga sa vision na pinrovide sa kanyang Selena and as well with the Natalia. Somehow, Selena will be the first pick naman dito ng Geek Fam PH. Alam natin, isa rin to sa mga team na magaling mag-capitalize sa ganitong hero. Yasumiao, would you think, ito na ba ang comeback potential ng Geek Fam?
Well, it still depends kasi, hindi yata nila inuna dito yung Kimi. But I guess, pwede pa sila mag-Kimi dito for BSB. Or this time, pwede nilang i-funnel naman yung Popol, as in Sola Marksman, yung Popol for BSB. Now, Geek Fam, pwede ulit sila kumuha dito ng Bruno. Pero, I guess mag-stick na lang on the Bounty Hunter and Purify. Kasi, feeling ko kailangan niya nun. If ever, na mag-Bruno again dito yung Geek Fam. And mind you, I think Bruno yata yung nasabi ko na support kanina. So, my bad guys. I'm just a human. So, nagkakamali din. So, yeah, I intended to say Cho back then. Pero, wala pang naglalabasan ng mga strong force nila dito aside from BSB na hino-hover nila si 1-1 na ang ayon sa ating mga caster. Well, kung nakita natin yung Bren hapon, so why not on BSB kung ma-pull off nila yung 1-1 din na kapit lang kahit medyo lugi in the early game. Kasi bayad ka rin naman ng 1-1 on the late game pero I guess, lang yun, medyo patikim lang.
Pang-psycho, no? Pwedeng pang-psycho.
Malay mo, pang-bait nga lang, di ba?
Yes, definitely. Pero what do you think about dun sa, balikan natin sa yung nangyari kanina dun sa game number 1. Butters, what do you think dun sa attack and defense tank emblem for a Popol and Kupa? Kasi kung mapapansin natin, yung mga previews na mga gumamit ng mga Popol and Kupa, they all go for the support emblem. It's either focusing mark, avarice para mas mabilis yung pag-farm ng gold. Pero dito, specifically kanina sa Geek Fam, they use the attack and defense. Would you think na mas okay siya? Or mas okay pa din gumamit ng support emblem?
It depends on what you need. Kapag gusto mo lumaban yung Popol and Kupa agad, you go for attack and defense. Kapag gusto mo naman nag-farm ng konti at iwan yung Popol and Kupa doon sa may gilid-gilid, then you just go for avarice. And I mean, hindi naman nagkakaroon kasi talaga ng downtime yung avarice. Just go to a lane na may hero. Ipachepi mo kay Kupa. Tapos yun na yung pinaka-ideal setup nun.
Yes. And looks like so far, dito as initial pick dito ng Geek Fam PH, medyo ito yung naging pick kanina ng BSB. And somehow, it's kind of strong in nature in terms of damage. They do have here two of the meta side laners natin, which is the Jawhead and as well with the Tamus. Then, most likely, Selena will be yung rotating or the roaming support. Yeah, so I would like to hear your thought about the Geek Fam dito. Ito yung gusto ko makita if they're capable na makapag-force ng game number 3 and what's your prediction as well?
Ako, I'm liking yung lineup dito ng Geek Fam except na wala talaga silang solid tank kasi they have Harit and Esmeralda. Both of them kailangan ng blue buff but I guess pwedeng magbigay dito ng blue buff talaga and panel nila itong si Harit. Esmeralda, kaya-kaya niya naman mag-impure rage, hindi niya kailangan ng blue buff, kapaka-impure rage and then side lanes for Esmeralda. But for BSB, kinuha nila dito yung Bruno, which is, sabi ko sa inyo, kinda risky kasi hindi siya yung pinaka mabilis gumalaw or hindi siya yung pinaka mataas na mobility. But I guess I'll go for Geek Fam this time. Even though wala silang tank, but the damage is there. Kapag yung Bruno nabully ng isang Harit, I guess that's gonna be it's gonna be their game for Geek Fam for now.
Alright, so Geek Fam for Yasumiao. Ano naman kaya ang tingin dito ni Butters? Mukhang kanina mo pinag-iisipan yung magiging prediction mo para sa game, no?
Alam mo, may mga oras talaga na gusto mong mag-underdog eh. Pero kasi,
Oo.
wala eh. Mas superior talaga yung ginawang draft ng BSB.
Mhm. Even
I
with the
would
double
have-
marksman, this is a double marksman, Bruno
yeah,
and Napopol.
Alam mo, it just adjusts kung ano yung kailangan talaga gawin dito ng BSB. And I don't think that they would go with a double marksman setup just because, trip lang nila. There is meaning behind this and they want the map control. So that's why you just go for it and gawin mo na lang kung ano gusto mong gawin.
Exactly. Well said dito sa ating panelist desk. Split yung kanilang naging desisyon dito. Yun din kaya ang iniisip ng ating mga shoutcaster, Manjin Bull. Let's go!
Dog, sabi mo kampi ka sa Geek Fam, nakita mo yung comp, Dog?
Oh, men! Geek
Ano
Fam
ba?
pa rin.
Geek Fam
Alam mo,
pa rin.
wala, nothing to win, nothing to lose.
Nothing to
Manalo, matalo. Wala na, talo na talaga eh. Wala naman, no choice eh.
Maganda yung pinupunto niya. So akala ko din solid na yung comp nung Geek Fam. Pero ang problema nito, yun nga, yung pagka-starve sa purple buff ng ng Esmeralda tas
Esmeralda.
Darit. Sino magiging? Syempre matic yun, Esmeralda yung magiging side lane. Ang problema kasi kapag side lane Esmeralda yan tol, madali madali i-focus. Ang ganda nung clutch ng Angela.
Yeah. Tama.
Angela Bruno.
Si Angela Burno medyo makati eh, pero feeling ko may hulog yan eh. Kaya alam mo kumbaga sa papel mukhang BSB na ang magpapanalo. Pero ganun talaga buhay eh, guys. Laban lang, kulaban. Si Rizal nga, 'di ba? Syempre bago bago ka magpaalam, dapat magpaalam ka na may swag, 'di ba? Si Rizal.
Sinabi ni Rizal yan?
Sinabi ni Rizal yan, men, Pilipino 14. Hindi niya lang sinabi, ginawa niya pa. Di ba?
Ay, oo nga pala.
Kailangan magpaalam ka na may swag, di ba? Nung nito siya, nung mga Espanyol, anong ginawa niya, di ba? Yung bala. Gumawa siya ng moves bago niya saluhin yung bala.
Umarap siya, pre.
Oo, marap siya. Di ba? Bago ka magpaalam, kailangan go out with a bang.
You have tama no, gaya ni Gat Rizal no, ni Gat Donggat.
Oo, ni Donggat.
Sabi ni dapat kailangan mong harapin yung death in the eye, di ba?
Oo, dapat
so, even in defeat, tama. Even in face of sure defeat, dapat nakaharap ka, tama.
Nakaharap ka, di ba? Maraming mga ganyang marami tayong mga ganyang mga kilala na yung alam nilang defeat na pero laban pa rin si Vegeta, 'di ba? Hindi niya naman matutulungan si Goku kung
totoo yun.
Kung hindi siya nakipagbugbugan kay Majin Buu, tayo pala yun, men.
Best character arc yun si Best Dad. Best
Dad.
Yun, si Vegeta. Diba? Sa totoo lang, supol talagang character dun si Goku eh. Vegeta talaga kung meron dapat iiduluhin sa sa Dragon Balls. Una si Cow Pytek, ikalawa si Vegeta.
Si Vegeta talaga, guys, promise. Best Dad. Happy Father's Day sa lahat ng mga tatay na malapit na. Pati kay Bennett Pilik.
Ay, sa mga pangalan niya.
Ayan. By the way, pre, pagbasag na dito ang BSB, no? Guys, sa tingin ko,
yes.
chillax lang tayo ngayon dito kasi...
yung pop nila, if Geek PH cannot be aggressive, and they won't be, because kailangan, kontrolado yung laban nila in the form of this Sarit, is that, ang gagawin ng BSB, they can just take objectives. Again, with this Bruno and Angela, they can be aggressive just like that, and when Geek be aggressive like that, pwede silang sagutin ni Wilson doon, nakita mo yung ultimate ng Parsa ngayon, eto na, ang tol. Pero nakakuha naman ng bata doon, yung Damunyu, yung tops natin na iwan daw si May dito, ang palitan ay naging 1-for-1.
Medyo maganda pa rin ang hulog dito para sa side ng Geek PH, but the problem hindi niya lang nabasag yung bottom lane at yung BSB pa yung nakapagbasag dito, nabasag ata ni Trevor yung top lane dito. Plus, gugutumin niya na naman si Carl TC, kukuhaan niya na to.
Oo, tol. Pinadala niya yung Astro niya. Tingnan natin kung paano nakuha yung purple, friend. Jerax pa.
Nakuha yung Arbok ni Jerax, no. Ito talaga si Jerax, no. This is just like game number 1. Team BSB starving Geek PH. And right now, Geek PH trying their best to defend this mid-tier tower. Kailangan na defensan to pag nabasag to, feeling ko close to over eh.
Isipin mo tol, ang topic nga natin is kanino mapupunta yung blue buff diba? Siyempre kay Harit na yun, Esmeralda. Paano kung na-deny pa yung blue buff? Ngayon tingnan natin, ang ganda ng pasok ni Curl C. Ako na bahala. Check nyo na yan mga kaibigan, kaso hindi siya na-back-upan at muntik pang maambahan. Mga membro dito ng Geek Fam na sumubok lumapit dun sa turtle. Still, dude, still. para kay Kurt Z?
Medyo okay pa din kasi kung iisipin mo basag ni May yung bottom lane. So I think Geek Fam is on a good side ngayon. Medyo maganda yung sign nila. The problem, yung game number 1, sila yung nag-Bruno lineup na naka-veterans hunter na nakakapag-farm. Ay, na hindi nakakapag-farm. Ngayon, si Jerax, no, nakakapag-farm na ayos, tapos hindi siya nape-pressure mag-jungle kasi naka-ano lang siya, naka-bounty lang siya. So, ibig sabihin,
Yes.
masahanapin niyang gumera, masahanapin niyang sumama sa mga kasama niya.
He wants to be involved on those kind of
Oo.
with that emblem, no? Signal na yun eh. Actually, may pagka-telegraph nga ang bounty emblem. When we say telegraph, parang madali ma-predict eh, na ito yung plano niyan eh, lalo pa naka-bounty emblem. Pero napapansin ko lang, tol, kanina pa na measure, no? Ito talagang ano natin, PNK, no?
Oo,
Na
kanina.
talagang is able to shoo away any enemy just using Q alone.
Yeah. Trevor also with the Avarice, medyo okay to, no? Kasi isa sa mga kits ng support emblem, pare, meron niyang hybrid region eh. So
Oo.
medyo okay to, medyo another build na nakita natin bago. Usually nakikita natin tank build, di ba? Tapos
Oo,
yung full
nga.
set together. Pero as I say this, Shinbu nagkaroon ng gera dito sa bandang jungle. Namatay si Angela, hindi nakita. Jayo, ni Nurtner.
Nangert-ngert. Sa Gedley, si Kurt Z, pumasok yung mga pasok ni Kurt Z dito. Pre, questionable with an exclamation point. Tingnan natin yung tol. Ay! Naku po, binulahan yung bata. Alam mo yung napadaan lang sa basketball court.
Oo nga eh, questionable na, may exclamation point. Di ba dapat question mark? Grabe, ganun ka gulo yung nangyari para sa side ng Geek Fam.
Hindi, sa
Meanwhile,
Japan, ayun yung tinatawag na nani na moment.
Nani, oo.
Nani ka diha.
Nani ka diha. Nani ka diha.
Nani ka diha.
Japanese at saka at saka Bisaya. Shoutout sa mga tropa natin dyan sa Visayan region, 'di ba? I
Yes,
think general community quarantine na sila, pare. So medyo stay safe pa rin sa inyong lahat.
Binabati
dyan.
ko binabati ko ang Cebu eSports United. Ayan.
Ayun. At saka ang mafia, binabati ko, ang manlalarong Pilipino abroad.
Ay.
Ayan. Sana safe kayo sa mga kanya-kanyang bahay nyo dyan sa abroad kasi wala may pandemic talaga eh.
Kapit lang tayo mga bongling. So ngayon, eto na, as expected again, we have BSB taking full control of this game. They did lose one turret, but that is in exchange of 2 against Geek Fam. Nag-aalala lang talaga ako sa mga pasok ni Kurt Z doon. Yung turtle kanina, okay yun eh. Pero yung blue buff, ewan parang hindi rin siya nagpa-follow upan eh.
Yeah, I think kailangan na rin din niya talagang gawin eh. It's do or die eh, Kuya Shinbu. Kaysa naman walang maganap, 'di ba? At least nakapagbasag sila sa may nabanda dito sa batang gitna pero mabubuhay pa si S-Man, the 6-man, Synchro Vision coming in from sword. S-Man, tapos yung Anjan tapos yung Chicho Dog nakamaxify at mega kill para kay Jeraxo.
Wala tol, classes.
Class S.
Eto mo Chicho Dog tol. Classes.
Class S yung Chicho Dog.
Hindi na pumayag mag-low risk. Tol, hindi kids lang. Talagang ano na.
Kids lang, oo.
Hindi, at saka, just breaking down that fight, no? Kidding aside, guys. It does feel parang okay i-dive yung Drak. Pero, ano eh, considering that you are the team from behind, that's a risk na talagang ang ikunin. Kasi, tol, may Farsa sa likod eh. Tapos, Drak yun, tapos may Angela eh. So, ito ba yung mga elements? Ito ba yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi na-account ngayon ng Geek Fam, no?
Oo.
Mahirap tol eh.
Parang ano na rin kasi to, parang Shinbu, yung momentum din on their heads eh. Medyo pwede, hindi kasi natin nakikita yung Geek Fam ngayon, 'di ba? Yung body language nila, kung kumusta ba sila, kung ilalaban ba nila to ng may swag o talagang na-apektuhan na sila. Syempre, maraming pumapasok sa utak nitong team na to. Isama mo pa yung stress nitong laban na to. So let's see kung kaya ba nilang makabawi dahil again, this is another pick-off for the side of BSB at mukhang tuloy-tuloy na to, parang Shinbu.
Alam mo, ito yung hustle sa muscle din. Pag nakatapa ka ng traps ni PK, di ba? Talagang tagal din ng crowd control na yun. At doon, kahit ganong klaseng mali na pipick up sa kanila, even Trevor, Q pa mismo, ay si Popol mismo, pwedeng lumapit. Si Q pa nagbantay na lang, balik sa amo niya. Habang si Kurt Z naman, mayroong trabahong ginagawa doon sa top lane side.
Parang idadaan na lang to ng Geek Fam sa classic split na galawan, pero yung damage output ng BSB dito is undoubtedly stronger. Paring Shinbu, masakit na si Bruno dito, the fireballs, the great balls of fire.
Nabot naman naka-super kill, pero eto na pre, Metamorphosis, tol! At dito na si
Metamorphosis!
Popol!
Metamorphosis! Max Bite! Max Bite!
May nahuli.
Di na kinaya.
Di na kinaya ang tatlo, pre. At least, eto na ang Geek Fam ngayon was able to get a considerable lead for that little skirmish. Pero tingnan natin kung may minions sila. They will be focusing under the turret. Kahit ito si S-Man, the 6-man, won't be able to do anything and may fall victim. Pero yung arrow dito ni CKTD, pre, chamba.
Oo, pag hindi tumama, chamba.
Chamba, hindi.
Pag hindi tumama, chamba.
Bilang tol eh.
Oo, class S eh.
Ilang beses lang tumatama yung arrow niya, bilang na bilang lang sa kamay, parang ayuda lang namin, tol.
Yun lang, yan. Shoutout sa QC ha. Parang ano kayo dyan ha, tagilid pa rin kayo dyan sa QC eh, no?
Ay binabati ko nga pala si Mayor Donya.
Kaya,
Nagla-livestream na rin, tol.
oh, live stream is live ngayong panahon na to. By the way, singit ko na rin, shoutout sa Pasay City at sa tita kong nanonood, si Tita Osi. Yan, nababati. Singit ko na lang din, chillax lang naman eh.
Directing soon.
Sige, let's try, no? What are the conditions to really get a comeback here? Well, Currency has been farming consistently then on the top.
Kaya eh.
So, ang risky ng mga dives na ginawa niya sa early game. Right now, online na rin si Trevor on this PK.
Oo.
Pero, I don't, kasi yung late game comp nila eh. Yung inaalala ko sa Geek Fam, this is an early game comp and they did lost the early game. Look at that.
Yeah.
Dito, yung harit na nakatapak ng Earth. Si Kurt, kumbaga sarili niyang yababan. 2v1 yung amo, kasama yung aso niya dyan. Shider Cutie dito, may tinamaan yung kanyang web sling, mga kaibigan. Habang lab waves, patodo naman dito kasama yung Grax si S-Man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Taken by the members of BSB.
I think hindi nila kaya to ng 5-on-5 rambulan, Kuya Shinbu. Pang-online rambulan lang yung galaw nila dito, pero kidding aside, tama ka eh, maganda yung ano nila eh, maganda yung early game nila dito. It could have been better kung sila yung pumipick off. But the problem here, ewan ko, na-outplay ba sila mechanically? Parang ganun yung nangyayari eh, kasi may mga times na natatrap sila dito and the Bruno's damage is just too real right now para harapin mo. Kagaya niyan, mega kill pa si Grak.
Doon ako sa traps na gugulan, tol. Na natatapakan yung traps. Oo, tol.
Nachichudog sila, by the way. Still,
Isipin mo, parang nasa kalsada ka, tapos nakatapa ka ng earth ng aso. Tapos kinagat ka pa ng asong yun.
Oo, malas mo nun. Grabe yung aso na yun. Shoutout sa amo ng aso. Diba? By the way, nangyari. Still, thank you, Geek Fam, for putting up a good fight. It is BSB taking this series into a 2-0.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And what we see is what we say. Pero maraming salamat pa rin sa Premier League, sa Geek Fam dito. Again, number din naman yung laban natin sa totoo lang. Ewan ko lang kung anong influence nung points ng BSB to the other teams. Pero Geek Fam has been declared na as already unqualified din para sa playoffs, no?
I think stay sila sa bracket nila sa 7th seed or sa 6th seed. Basta nandun sila, but still props pa rin for Geek Fam. Again, thank you so much. Isa to sa mga teams na inabangan nating lahat. Pero unfortunately, kinulang ang kanilang kalakasan. Masyado atang maraming lumakas eh. Parang napadaan si Ginoong Valdez eh.
Si Ginoong Valdez, tol. May kontrata na naman eh, no?
Oo, may kinontrata si Ginoong Valdez. Oh well, nangyari, ladies and gentlemen. It's 7 p.m. I suggest na kunin nyo na yung mga dinner nyo. Magtimpla na kayo ng kung ano mang iniinom nyo. Ako umiinom ako ng tsaa dahil mahaba at mainit. Mahaba ang gabi. Next game will be STI and execration. Pero bago tayo pumunta doon, pasa muna natin sa ating mga panelists. Kayo na muna.
Maraming salamat, Manjin and Shinbu. Somehow hindi natin nakuha yung graceful exit. Pero once again, maraming salamat for the whole organization ng Geek Fam PH. This gonna be the last time na makikita natin sila somehow dito sa MPL Season 5. And hopefully, if ever man Season 6, somehow magkita-kita even all the players. But there's parang somehow medyo emotional yung dating mo. I would like to start from you. How was it?
Hindi naman emotional. It's ano lang kasi. Para sabihin natin dito, I've been with the MPL since Season 1. And itong mga players itong players kasi ng Geek Fam hindi na malayo sa pagiging tropa eh.
Yes.
And may mga players sa kanila like May na lagi nagpi-PM sa akin na kung paano mai-improve yung play niya. And talagang sobrang binigay niya yung lahat para mapanalo yung Geek Fam. Although there are some efforts talaga na kahit anong ipilit mo, it's not gonna work out kapag ka halos, alam mo yon, tipong iba-iba talaga yung dating or iba-iba yung gusto yung gawin. So, it's all about that. And what you have to realize is, hindi sila dito talaga nagkaroon ng ano eh. Alam mo yung tipong, hindi mo judge dito yung pagiging player nila just because of this season alone.
Yes.
They made that, hindi man sila nag-work as a team, pero individually, I think that Geek Fam PH, they are really strong. Kaso kasi, ang kailangan natin intindihin, pag pumasok ka sa MPL, hindi to 1v1. This is a 5v5. So you have to realize that. And yun yung mga bagay na parang, it could have gone better, pero wala ka talaga magagawa. It really just points out na hindi kayo nag-work as a team. And you have to live with that.
Yes, well said Butters. So very inspirational coming from Butters. Pero balikan lang muna natin dito on that game. Smart game MVP, none other than Esmond Dagrak. Ramdam natin how niya zone out dito the rest ng Geek Fam. The reason bakit hindi maka-abante dito yung mga team ng Geek Fam PH. How about you, Yasu? What do you think? I mean, all else fails dito para sa side ng Geek Fam PH. And I know they really tried their best. It just so happened, hindi lang nag-work. Sabi nga ni Butters, you cannot judge itong mga tao na to individually. It just so happened na hindi lang nga talaga nag-work sila as a team.
Yeah, hindi talaga sila nag-work as a team since yung chemistry nila is hindi ganun ka-connected or hindi ganun sila nagkaroon ng chemistry sa isa't isa. But at least they tried. May mga games naman silang naipanalo, though sa series, hindi sila ganun din masyadong nanalo. Kaya sila yung pinaka one-off na nalaglag, kumbaga, dito sa series. But all in all, Geek Fam did well. It's just that hindi lang siguro sila para sa isa't isa, sa isang team. And malay mo, parang tadhana lang yan, mahanap nila yung tamang timpla nung team nila na gusto nilang samahan in the future.
Yes, Butters? Parang may gusto ka sabihin.
Yun lang, para sa akin, for Geek Fam, if you're listening right now, I want you to think about this. You learn good things in bad situations. Certainly, right now, you are in a very bad spot. Pero, learn from it. Kasi, yun lang yung difference sometimes kung paano mo i-take yung mga bagay-bagay and how you get better. Sometimes, it's not about the practice Sometimes, it's how you take advantage of the experiences, bad or good, and you just turn it into something positive. And ngayon, kailangan mo gawin positive to, you just have to live with it. And alam mo yun, kimkimi mo sa sarili mo na natalo man kami ngayon, meron pa namang chance lagi na bumawi at bumawi at bumawi. Ganun naman yung buhay.
Exactly. That's the most positive way to think about it. Meron kasabihan tayo, hindi ko sure kung ganito yung eksakto. A winner is a loser who never gave up before. Kumbaga, lahat naman nagiging winner nagiging talonan sa umpisa. The only difference is kung mag-give up ka. Kasi the mere fact na nag-give up ka, doon pa lang talo ka na. So anyway, we would like to see more of Geek Fam PH, the rest of the team and the org nga. Maraming salamat for joining us dito sa MPL Season 5. Now, let's habang hinihintay natin yung interview from BSB, sama pag-usapan natin next yung susunod na laban. Ito medyo mainit na to kasi may at stake dito. It's because Execration could be able na malaglag dito SGD Omega para sa upper bracket. And ayun na nga yata, BSB Wilson will be on the line. Okay. Boss Wilson, naririnig mo na ba kami? Ayun, kompleto naman pala ang the rest ng BSB. Pero ito, siguro, Yasu, let's start with you. What's gonna be your question dito sa BSB?
Ako lang, considering... nandito. Considering na last game nila is gonna be against Geek Fam, gusto lang malaman na pasok sila sa top 8. Gusto ko lang malaman kung ano yung message nila for Geek Fam and STI. Kasi we want to keep it wholesome and we want to encourage pa rin these teams na kahit wala na sila sa MPL, wala na sila sa playoffs, gusto natin marinig yung sasabihin ng mga pasok sa playoffs for them.
Nanonood sila ng stream. Nanonood ng stream. Pakiramdam ko,
okay.
patayin niyo yung stream para hindi niyo naririnig yung ano.
Wala po
Para
nanonood ng stream.
Oo.
May nanonood ng stream, wala naman, di ba? Wala.
Okay, so siguro
Naririnig ko si Wolf yun.
sa English yun.
Yeah.
Oo, sa English. Eto, naririnig mo na kami, Wilson?
Opo.
Okay, so siguro ulitin lang ng brief dito ni Yaso yung question niya sa'yo.
Yeah, so yung question ko is, ano yung message nyo for Geek Fam and STI considering na sila yung nalaglag and kayo yung pasok sa playoff right now?
Para sa nila, good game pa din yung nangyari. Wag lang sila susuko, laban pa din. Makakabalik ulit ng MPL. Ewan, basta. Good game pa din para sa nila.
Alright.
Alright, napaka-brief lang nun ha. Pero maraming salamat. And Butters, you have a question dito para kay Paring Wilson?
So, Wilson, congratulations for winning yung series and making it in sa ating playoffs. So, this is the first playoffs na papapasukan ng iba sa inyo. What are you guys preparing? At ano yung kaya nyong gawin? At tingin nyo ba kaya nyo higitan pa yung regular season performance nyo pagdating ng playoffs?
Hindi ko maintindihan.
Ramdam ko naka-open yung stream.
May nagsalitang isa.
Naka-open yung stream.
Salita pa kayo. Ang dami
Naka-open yung stream.
Wala pong nang...
Ay, hindi. Teka lang.
Naka-open yung YouTube.
Kaya naman pala, Paring Wilson, naka-whitey ka, mamen. So, eto, okay na. Klaro na ba? Klaro na. Okay, go, Butters. Itanong sa'yo si Paring Butters.
Sige, ito na lang. Paiksiin na lang natin para hindi na tayo mulit. Tingin mo ba na kaya pahigitan ng BSB yung performance nila ngayong regular season?
Oo naman.
Parang gagalingan niyo pa ba pagdating ng playoffs at ano pa yung mga bago yung dadalhin?
Opo. Ngayon po, nagpapahinga na lang po talaga kami kasi pasok na daw kami sa playoffs. Ang gagawin po namin, magpa-practice po kami. Abangan nyo kami sa playoffs. Papakita namin malulupit. Abangan nyo kami dyan.
Yo, that's the spirit. Diba? Going into the playoffs. Pero yun na, maraming salamat, Wilson. And do you have any final shoutouts? Lalo na sa mga sumusuporta sa BSB.
Shoutout sa mga sumusuporta sa BSB, sa kampi ko, kay Boss Nick. Tapos yung mga tropa ko dyan sa Valenzuela, Lumay, Gregorio. Tsaka shoutout sa girlfriend ko na nasa Davao na si Joy.
Yon, inspired naman pala si Wilson. Pero anyway, congratulations Wilson and the rest of the team dito ng BSB, and we will be seeing more of your team pagdating ng playoffs. That's gonna be 2 weeks from now. Pero, yun na nga, mga kaibigan. Any final thoughts dito sa ating panelist desk before tayo mag-head sa ating very, very short break? Let's start with Butters.
Yun lang talaga. Kailangan lang isipin ng mga teams dito na titigil lang ang mundo kapag ka pinatigil mo. So, you just fight. You just weather it through. Although it's not the best of the best pagdating sa situations na meron ka. But right now, I don't know kung mag-stick sila. Pakiramdam ko mas malaki yung chance na magwatak-watak sila. Pero whatever happens, take this as an experience na ayaw mo na maulit. Kasi kapag kahit ng experience na to, nilagay mo sa utak mo at kinatakutan mo siya, pag natakot, feeling ko masasanay ka din eh. And the thing about failure kasi is, hindi naman siya nawawala, pero you just get better and better, kaya mo siya nalalagpasan. So, lagpasan lang nila. Hindi siya nawawala eh.
Definitely. Pero to be honest, no, very motivational speaker si Butters. No?
Ang tito ko eh. Ang tito ko lang eh. Hindi ako motivational speaker. Tito lang ako eh. Tito lang ako.
Well said nga dito kay Butters. How about you, Yasu? Final thoughts before we head into our break.
Yeah, same as yesterday, huwag kayo maging kontento hanggat hindi kayo yung number 1. And even though nalaglag sila dito for MPL Season 5, hopefully Geek Fam and STI, mabuhat pa rin nila yung sarili nila for the next season. Hindi sila nandito kasi sinuwerte lang sila. Nandito sila kasi deserve nila na nandito. And kalma lang sana yung mga sumusuporta or even yung mga hindi sumusuporta sa kanila. Kasi they are here for a reason. Nandito sila eh. Sila yung nandito eh. And then, kayo yung nanonood. Pero
Yes.
if kayo yung nandito, then sila yung nanonood, it will be the same reason. Kaya ang pino-point out ko lang, wag natin gawin na wag natin gawing medium itong game na to, itong MPL Season 5 na nangyari sa Geek Fam and STI para i-bash sila kasi they have their strength, they have their own strength, and you have your own strength. So, let's respect each other.
Yes.
Yan lang.
Respect talaga. Respect is the key para talaga maging successful ang isang tao. Pero maraming salamat sa ating panelist Des. Mga kaibigan, unang series pa lang to pero pasasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga sponsor. This event is presented to you by Smart together with PLDT Smart Foundation in partnership with Smart. We can help our frontliners as we stand together to be real heroes in these challenging times. Support our frontliners through SMS, text donate to 3456. Donation is open from April 22 to July 16, 2020. Official sponsor, Realme Smartphones. Official gaming headset partner, Logitech, and this event is organized by Munton. Like what I've said, unang series pa lang yan, mainit na ang susunod. It's gonna be STI laban sa execration. Pero we're gonna be going on a very, very short break. Panoorin muna natin dito ang top 5 plays of the series natin sa inyo ng Realme.